What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. I'm here in my car because this is where I'm filming the intro video. Today I have a really cool video coming. I'm doing a collaboration with a chiropractor from Phoenix, Arizona, who's going to take me through how to properly warm up for the squat. He's gonna take me through an assessment, and then we're gonna do what needs to be done so I can squat optimally. There's a lot of nonsense information going on out there teaching you how to properly warm up, but I'm gonna give it to you raw and real today. You're gonna get what actually needs to go down. Gonna keep this intro super short because it's a little bit of a longer video. Super informative though, so make sure y'all stay tuned, all right? I'll catch y'all inside the gym. Let's go. All right, guys, so I am here with Joe Cooperman. I'm gonna let Joe talk a little bit about what he does, though. He is the physical therapist at Glory Gaines Gym. Let him go a little bit more in depth.
Chiropractor, actually.
Chiropractor.
I get confused with the PT a lot because of some of the things that I do that might seem a little more unique and a little bit different, so it might remind you of a physical therapist. So I do a lot of sports therapy. What you'll see in here, it's a little different than most, is that we do a lot of hands-on work, like soft tissue-wise, as far as stretching people goes, manual therapy of like pin and stretching certain muscles that might be restricted, rehab, sports performance, whatever else comes entailed with your typical physical therapy session along with chiro. So it's kind of a blend of both worlds.
Well, I'm stoked to get to it today. We're gonna do something for the lower body, yeah?
Yeah, anything we're gonna do is squatting, right?
Yeah.
So squat prep. And a lot of times, you know, when someone will come in and they say, hey, you know, I'm really struggling with my squat, or my squat is awesome, I just want it to be better.
Yeah.
We want to screen to see where their deficiencies are.
Okay.
And so we start from the ground, we work our way up, right?
Okay.
So first thing we want to do is kick the shoes off.
Okay.
We're gonna do that ankle dorsal.
yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
The thing that we're looking for here is to see, can he bring his knee over his toes with a couple things not happening. We don't want to see that heel come up, and we also don't want to see the foot collapse in down this way. Also don't want the knee to travel over the big toe or inward. Those are the easy ways to cheat the range of motion versus him scooching back and then bringing his knee over his third or fourth toe. You might find that it's a little bit more challenging. And then we want to check side to side, so we'll check the other side as well. And the reason why we put the card down is because sufficient range of motion for squatting is usually 3 to 5 inches over your toe. Okay, so go ahead and push. And this one's definitely more limited. Something that he'd want to do to improve that are a couple stretches along with maybe a banded mobilization for that ankle, which we'll probably go over in a sec here. And then next thing we want to check is, let's pop up on here. Let's go flat on your back. So we'll just check his hamstring, like you stay relaxed here. Let's just see where he's at. Let me know when to stop.
I think that's it right there.
Then we'll do this one. Yeah, we already knew this one was a lot tighter.
Even more stiff.
A little rough, but last time you came in, I talked to you about active range control, right?
Yeah.
So what we want to see is how well can he lift his leg compared to his flexibility. So go ahead and reach this one up for the ceiling. Good, so he doesn't own a whole lot, right? So go ahead and relax there, and then I can stretch him a little bit more. To do this one. And this one's really rough, right? And so
It's horrible.
but you also have a history of some things like on this side. So it might be just something that you haven't addressed over a long period of time.
Yeah.
But now you are, so
Okay.
we'll see that improve pretty drastically over the next couple weeks. Another thing I like to check on people is their internal rotation for squatting. What I'll do is I just pull this in, and then you tell me, does it feel tight anywhere?
Not yet, no.
No pinching or anything like that either.
Now there is, yeah.
Okay, point to where you feel it.
Feel it right here.
Okay, so right in
Right
front.
a little bit down in here.
Okay. I would say more commonly for people that tend to spend a lot of time sitting, they lack internal rotation.
Okay.
And they usually feel a lot of stiffness and tightness right up here through the groin.
Okay.
And so that's usually something we want to clear.
Yeah.
Those are also the people that you'll see when they squat, their feet will randomly just start ducking out.
Yeah.
Right? And it's typically because they either don't have the stability in the hip or they just lack range of motion into internal rotation.
Okay.
How's this side feel compared to the other?
This one doesn't feel as bad as the left side.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, when we're checking for people like where is your optimal squatting,
Yeah.
you would have to do a hip scour on people just because of the fact that everybody's anatomy is different.
Yeah.
Right? So like somebody from Asia, I could probably take their hip and just do wicked things with it.
Yeah.
Right? They're very mobile. But then I get someone who's from like Ireland who's really got a deeper hip socket.
Yeah.
High likelihood if I bring them here and bring their knee to their chest, it's gonna jam and they're gonna feel a pinch.
Okay.
And that's just because the femur bone runs into the acetabulum. So it's like they can't, that's a bad squat strategy for them.
Yeah, for sure.
But if we take them out this way and then bring them up, they might have a little bit more room.
Yeah.
So they would want to be in a position like this,
Yeah.
to squat.
So you truly see differences in people from different countries.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
so
100%.
cool.
Strategizing a squat for a client is like, we have these standards, toes perfectly forward, knees driving out, and it's like, man, those cues sometimes don't work on everybody, right?
Yeah,
because
sure.
you'll see them struggle. It's like, well, if you just made them take a wider step, it might clear their hips and they can descend. So now we want to see how well do you control your rotation. So go ahead and go inward. Then I'm going to leave go. Good, and then point it out. Screw that in. All right, a little rough, but not too bad. Go ahead and go down. Let's do this one. Bend that knee. Turn out.
Turn out.
Yep. Right, and so he has a strategy that he doesn't want to impinge his hip, so he lets this go down that way.
Yeah.
But if we ask him to go like this, hold that there, go out, ain't happening.
Yeah, not at all.
Go ahead and flip over onto your stomach. Something else I like to check on people is hip extension control. Right, so how well do your glutes contract in order to pull your leg backwards? So keep this leg super straight and raise it up towards the ceiling. Good, and then back down, and then do the other. Awesome, good. And he's got great control. And so if I want to challenge him even further, I'm gonna make him keep this bent, and we'll see how much he cramps in that hamstring, but raise this up towards the ceiling now. Lift that knee up. Awesome, back down. And so the funny thing about the hip extension is that people they think that they need to see this drastic range. Go ahead and really lift it up as high as you can. Like really get up there, right? They want to see this. And it's like, this doesn't mean a whole lot because if you swing this camera around, come over here real quick. This is the angle I care about. Right now, he's just gonna use his lower back to pull that leg up. So really his angle is still right here. It's only about 5 to 10 degrees of hip extension. So he doesn't need to be at 20 or 30 degrees of hip extension because then he feels grabbing right through here.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I'll check hip extension on people quite a bit. The other thing we want to check is thoracic extension. All right, so what I'm looking for is, can he bring this to the wall, and does he keep his low back flush against the wall? Can I put my hand back there? Which I can. And so we know he's a little stiff in his T-spine. And we know a lot of it comes from his lats. And so the way I'll figure that out is, let me grab the PVC. Hold like that, okay? So this will decipher if we got a T-spine issue or a combination of that with your lats. So go ahead and lift up, and we'll see, was that harder or not? And he definitely doesn't go as high at all. And so he's got really stiff lats here. And come back down. So what do? We mobilize. Let's mobilize.
Do it.
So this is a T-spine opening drill. You're gonna need a foam roller and preferably a wall. The reason why we do this is to open up the mid-back so that when he squats down, he can keep his chest upright and feel like he can really get into position. What we want from you is to lay on your back, lay on that, feet go up on here. Good. And now hands support your neck, and then just lean back and extend. Take a big breath. And then you're gonna do a mini sit-up, reload the gun, and then go back. Usually we want to be doing stuff like this for about like a minute before you decide to go lift. So you should feel a lot of pressure where that foam roller is. Yeah, I do. The nice thing about having your legs up is it kind of recreates the position of squatting, right? Yeah. And then also it locks your pelvis down to the ground. Usually I don't recommend people rolling in that lower back area, just because it creates too much shear on the spine, and the spine does not like shear in the lumbar area.
I gotta keep doing that. I gotta keep doing that. And this is for the ankles.
This is for your ankles. Yeah. We're gonna hang out here for like a minute.
Okay. Is this a progression or a regression of?
This is a progression.
This is a progression.
Yeah.
Okay.
So something that people could do at home.
Yeah.
Would probably start them off where they're here without a band.
Yeah.
And then they just push that forward. And I usually like it when someone goes barefoot, right? Because you can see a lot more. When I have just my sock on, I can see my flattening my foot that direction.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to happen too much.
So I want to be thinking about keeping my foot open the entire time.
Trying to keep it open.
Okay.
Yep. The reason why we use the band for you can do it. You can do it.
God damn.
Yeah. Right over that joint. So a little bit lower.
Oh, a little bit lower.
Yep. Right here. Yep. So the reason why we have this angled like this is because that follows the joint line. And So you'll get a better mobilization out of it if you follow joint lines. Oh, you should feel a lot through here. If you want, you can use some contract and relax too. So stay here, stay deep into the range of motion. Push your foot down on the gas pedal, just hold. Keep holding, keep holding. Good. And then now do the reverse. Lift your foot up, stay right here, but try to lift up. You're gonna feel that contract really hard.
So much right here.
Good. Keep holding, and then completely relax, and you'll see you sink just a tad bit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It'll ease up.
3 inches over the toe, right?
Yeah, 3 to 5.
Okay, 3 to 5.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I'll give you some slack.
There we go. Oh wow. That's tremendously worse.
Yeah, you don't quite go as far. But something to work on, something to improve.
Yeah, for sure. And then you said I could twist to the side.
Yeah, you can move in and out a little bit.
But as long as this doesn't come.
Yeah, super flat, right?
Okay,
Yeah, you don't want to hyperpronate. Not that squat.
I feel like I can just sit into the squat a lot more.
So since your hamstring and that backside of that hip socket's pretty stiff, we're gonna step into this. Take this position almost like a mild down dog. And you're gonna straighten that leg out. Feel a really big tug all along here.
Okay. Yeah?
Yep. Oh. Pretty intense.
How many?
Do about 30 of them. Right, so this one's a little more dynamic in nature.
Oh, that felt good.
So then you can check in with your squat again, right? If this is movement for squat prep day, you just check in with your squat, drop down, see how it feels. You're like, okay, does this feel better than before?
This does feel better than before. This for the D-spine. D-spinus.
It's the perfect song for T-spine
This
openings.
is, man. This just sets the mood.
Good. So sit back. Good. And what he's going to be doing is he's going to contract, pull into the man. You'll see how upright he can become. Reach. And then sit back. And that just angles up the spine really nicely.
How many of these?
About 20.
20?
Yeah. And so from there, what I would do is I would put you under a barbell and just see, are you ready to squat?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So get under the barbell, just feel it out, see where you're at, see how it feels. Feel loose and ready to go, then usually just load it up from there.
Feeling extra mobile today. Like ankles feel incredibly warmed up, and the T-spine.
Yeah.
Those are the two things I'm noticing the most.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking me through this, bro.
Of course.
Hey, if you need any type of chiropractic work in Phoenix, Arizona, make sure you hit Joe up. What's the name on Instagram?
So on Instagram, it's activehealth_Scottsdale. You can reach out to me through there. Got a website, activehealthscottsdale.com. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All the info.
The guy knows what he's doing. Hit him up, guys.